What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 22 video, and welcome to the RTG on this channel. So guys, after a brief hiatus from the FIFA 22 realm, right, at least recording wise, right, I've still been around, right, here and there trying to get some matches in, right, but haven't really recorded anything for you guys, right, and it kind of sucks, right? You know, adulting does happen, right? And some days it feels like you can take on the world, and then other days it just feels like you're that petrified little fox that sits in the corner just like terrified. And I've been like that for the last week Thursday, right? So guys, we have 85 by 10 packs, right? Upgrade packs. And today it kind of just like slipped my mind, right? I didn't pay attention as carefully as I thought I did, right? But it's by 10. It's no longer 85 by 10 3 times repeatable. It's 85 by 10 upgrade packs 10 times repeatable, right? So it's not infinite. Like around this time last year, right, there was like infinite repetition, right? It was unlimited repetitions, right, of the upgrade packs. And this time around, they're kind of like extending the life cycle of the game, right? Really juicing the, you know, getting the last pieces of juice from the FIFA 22 realm before the game completely dies off. So guys, after I did my first 85 plus by 10 upgrade pack, I said to myself, there's a Moments Diego Carlos card, right? And might as well give him a try out, right? Because I did the Pogba, I did the Ferland Mendy, then I did the Pogba, I did the Haaland, I did the Rudiger, right? And now we're doing the Diego Carlos, right? So guys, I have been here and there, right? But guys, I have not been able to produce content, right? And that's just because, you know, I've been drained. I've been really drained. Adulting has really done its number on me, right? And I'm just really trying to catch my breath, so I do have to apologize for that, right, guys? But I got the Diego Carlos done, right? Now the thing that's been plaguing my back line, right? If you check the most previous video that I had out, right? I went through a bunch of different combinations of players and formations in my backline, but my backline's always been tripping me up because I've been like slowly but surely, I've been like waiting. I was just like waiting for them to drop like a right back SBC, right? That could just solve my center back, my right center back, my right side of my center back and right back full back combination, right? So my right center back and my right back, right? I really needed those two items to pair well together and be on 10 chem, or just to be on adequate chem, right? So that, like when you're running a hybrid, sometimes that happens, right? And I don't like 7 chem center backs, right? In this game, they get burned too easily, right? Unless they're already starting with like almost like high enough, right, pace, right? They get burned too easily. So that's the thing that was like plaguing me, right? And I was playing in my right back position. I was either playing a Mavi off cam on 7 chem, right, or I was starting to use Da Costa with Rudiger, right? But then I would have to use Courtois as my goalkeeper, and I didn't really like the Courtois, right? So I was like mixing and matching all weekend long, right? Just like on the phone, I was like thinking, does this combination of players work together? Does this combination of players work together? What about this, right? And then some of it was just that, you know, everyone's going to be asking me the main question, why didn't you just pick up a Federico Valverde? Well, guys, it's actually quite simple. I'm running an RTG, and my RTG is extremely low. It's a pure RTG, right? No money put in, right? So from the start of the season to now, right, the catalog has remained pure, right? I don't know if we're gonna do that next year, right? But it has remained as pure and poor man's as humanly possible, right? So so I was just like low on coinage, and I was like, after grinding up to finishing off the Ferland Mendy, I really didn't want to grind to another set of coinage, right? Doing bronze spec method or anything like that, right? I really was just like drained, right? So I needed the time away from like producing content, right? From a recording standpoint. So then I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll do the Rudiger, right? But then like my right back, right? No Valverde. And then they dropped, and then who I was trying, and then I wanted to use DaCosta as my right back as well. Then I would have to like change around the players, and like long story short, what would end up happening with the combination of players that I was running, right? It'd be easier if you could visualize it, right, on the screen, but we'll get to that in a second, right? Because you'll end up seeing what ends up happening, right? What I caved and just ended up doing, right? Just for chemistry's sake, right? Just to get everyone on 10 chem in my back line, right? Because I'm like that, right? I like them to be on chem. But the thing, just for player combinations, right? So it's easier to swap in and swap out players, right? So it's nothing new. My solution wasn't like groundbreaking, right? It was just something that I had to do to just change it up, because I was just using left backs. I was using like a lot of different. I was like transitioning between different left backs in my right back position, right? And it was like off chem nonsense, right? And I don't like it, right? Using my left back as a right back, right? It's just not one of those things that I felt kosher with, right? So guys, as you can see on the screen, we're running through these 85 plus by 10s, and we're trying to get Ginola, right? Because that's the one player I felt like if we could put him into the starting squad, he would just absolutely like destroy, right? In the team that I'm running right now. And if you guys saw the previous video, you have an idea of what the squad is going to end up looking like, right? So yeah, so I think like the max, like when I tried out the Rudiger, I had him on 8 chem and he was good on 8 chem, right? But then I would have everybody else off chem, right? And like the combinations just wasn't working for me because just the different leagues. There's too many different leagues. I'm running too many different leagues in my hybrid, right? So I had to like consolidate players and consolidate leagues, not players, right? And just get everything going. But you guys are gonna see that soon, right? But what you guys are gonna see right now is that we are completing, right? What you're gonna see in the video, right? Because this is post-processing. What you're gonna see, right, is that we are trying our best to get this damn Ginola card, right? And so far, no luck, right? And it's like I hope this is like relatable to you guys, because this has kind of been like my gripe, right, since the upgrade packs were like dropped, the 85 plus by 10s, right? I have not really gotten too lucky. Like outside of like the Conte and the Cristiano Ronaldo, like I've had to like put in like an insurmountable amount of work, right? Insane amounts of work to just get the players that you see on screen. Well, it means more when you're running a poor man's RTG, right? It always means more, right, if you give it meaning, right? And like you have to be passionate about, like if you're running a pure RTG, you gotta go for the long haul, right? You can't just call it quits like halfway and just be like, you know what, screw this, right? You know what you signed up for, right? I'm talking about myself, right? It's like, you know what you signed up for, so see it through, right? Don't be a pansy, right? So what you're gonna see here is just like endless frustration, right? Because all my 85 plus by 10s are just not dishing out, right? But at least it's enough fodder, right? It's enough fodder to just like, like recycle them, right? And then here and there, what you're not seeing, right? Because we are clipping the video, right? We are managing to like, like do some editing, right? Like crappy editing, but what you're gonna see is that like it's like a lot of like. There's a lot of regular goal rares that I was pulling, right, in my 85 plus by 10s, and then look, I'm down to like, for example, por ejemplo, I am down to 13 coins, right? And when you're down to like 13 coins, guys, it's not a pleasant experience, right? So I was like trying to like free up coins and like do bronze pack method here and there, and then do like the common gold upgrades, right? Because I don't even have silver players. My squad, my whole club is like cleared out, right? My club has been cleared out since doing the Ferland Mendy, and then I was trying to like replenish the club, but then like I was doing the like I had done the Pogba and a couple other SBCs, the Rudiger most recently, right? And I was just like low on fodder, right? Because it's a huge undertaking, and I was like thinking to myself to like today, because like I was having like the worst luck in Rivals, right? I couldn't, like, right now, Rivals is worse than FUT Champs, right? It's as bad. It's only pro players, right? In Rivals, right? It's only pro players. There's no one you're going to see in Rivals that's playing at a casual level anymore, right? Because the drop-off of all the players, right? Like, from the start of the FIFA 22 cycle to now is just the only people that are left are, like I said this in a previous video, the only people that are left in the community, right, at this stage of the FIFA 22 game cycle are committed players, right, that are really just trying to get the last ounces of the game completed, right? And for whatever reason, and usually it's because they dropped all those premium footies cards, right? Those FUTTIES cards. Mohamed Salah. Like, I was just like thinking about it today. I was just like, yo, like my luck, like my matches in Rivals today, I couldn't win 3 in a row, right? I would get to 2, and by the 3rd match, it'd just be like an insane pro player or a lagged up match, or, you know, just like a legitimate loss, right? And then, and it had to do with my off-chem players, right? My back line. So, by the way, guys, you're gonna see the worst pack that I've done all video long. Look at that pack in an 85 plus by 10. Have you ever seen that many gold rare players, right? Like, for some reason, the pack weight in that pack, that specific pack, was just absolutely insanely bad, right? Not that it matters, because we're just like instantly gonna recycle it. But yeah, guys, to get like 3 in a row, like, I was just like struggling. I'm like, well, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard, right? And it's because, like, I kept switching combinations of players, right? And like I said in a couple of videos before, you gotta learn your players. You have to really, really spend time with your players, learn the nuances of each different player before you use them. But I was just like swapping players in and out, say, like trial and error, see, maybe, does Lewandowski work better with Haaland? Does Lewandowski work better with Griezmann up top? Does Lewandowski, like Moments Lewandowski, or just like, you understand what I'm saying? Or like, does Moments, as my left striker, does Moments Haaland work better with not Griezmann, with Alassane Playa? You know, like things like that. And then should I bring them down? Should I use Lewandowski with Paul Pogba as my striker? Like, I went through some insane combinations, right? And then I said, like, this is the team that I was running, right? This is what I had settled on, like, really quickly. But then I just went into like a losing streak with the team that you see here. And then I was like scratching my head, and I'm like, And as you can see, look at the bench. Look at the bench. A whole ton of players on the bench, right? So then you're gonna briefly, so you gotta pause that because it's like too fast. Like I did that way too fast, right? But if you pause it, you're gonna see the players, right? And you're gonna see my back line. I'm looking forward to this. I can't, you know, like we get up to the part where I just said, okay, you know what? I've got enough fodder. Let me just do the Carlos Alberto as my right back, because we were waiting for a right back SBC to drop, right, in a relevant league, because we've got a whole bunch of goated center backs to pair with Varane, right? But then they would all be off cam because I don't have like in my club, for some reason I've barely got right backs, right? Right backs are so scarce right now in my club, right? So the only one I've got is like Da Costa and like Cordoba, right? And I don't really have players that I can play on 10 chem with, right? With those two, with the way that my hybrid is running, right? So it was just one of those things where, you know, it's just like, what the hell? So anyway, fast forward, right, to after I did the 85 plus by 10s today, and guys, I did the Carlos Alberto, right, SBC. I said to myself, I've got enough fodder. Let's just do some gold upgrade packs. Let's do some bronze segmented really quickly, because these like it's like a negligible amount of SBCs, and we definitely have the fodder to do it, right? And it would put my center backs on 10 chem. Right, so I put Diego Carlos, I paired him with, in my backline, I paired him with Varane, right, and Carlos Alberto as my right center back, so the combination was Diego Carlos and Carlos Alberto, right? And it was just to keep everyone on 10 chem, so my subs would come on 10 chem, and everyone would just be insanely goated, right, in the squad. The only person that's playing off chem is Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And if you guys remember from the last video, I was just like, you know, I was just like, screw it tonight. I was just like, forget it. Let's go back to, like, let's pick up where we left off, and let's just really use Cristiano Ronaldo again, because I was trying Paul Pogba as a striker. I was trying Paul Pogba as a center attacking mid. I was trying a whole bunch of different combinations of things, and then like I was just not with the different combinations, right? I was just not making it 3 in a row in Rivals in D1, right? And we're not even in Elite, right? And it was just like a simple Rivals climb, but because the combination, I kept switching different. There you can see really quickly again the combination of players. It's Carlos, Alberto, Rudiger, Varane, and Pereira. Rudiger comes on in the second half. Haaland is going to replace Robert Lewandowski, right? So that's what I said. Oh yeah, and the Renato Sanches. Guys, I also put in Renato Sanches, right? So Conte and Ferland Mendy are paired as my CDMs, right? My center attacking mids are Christian Eriksen and Antoine Griezmann, and up top, yeah, right? So Ricardo Pereira is also my left back. Guys, the way I've got the squad running, if you guys ever get a chance and you guys have that combination of players, do give these guys a try, right? Because not for nothing, they've taken me further at this point in the game than most other players have, right? And this Cristiano Ronaldo card, he is just one of a kind in game. Look at the way he moves. He really does out-dribble a lot of players. He just moves through players like butter, right? His animations are just so goated in game. 99 Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And I like Haaland is a close second. Lewandowski is a close second. They're both tied for like the close second best strikers in the game, right? And you can even make the case for Neymar, Salah, right? I haven't tried Neymar or Salah, but I would only guess, right? But Christian Eriksen is probably like third, right? Very close. Right? There are a lot of comparable players, right? And I haven't tried the Messi all year long, right? I haven't tried any version of the Messis, right, for this year. That's very odd. That is very odd. This is like the first year ever, right? But my point is, right? I wasn't able to go 3 in a row until I put these guys together, right? Because it would just be like 2 wins and then the final loss, and then you know then the frustration and back to the drawing board happens, right? But guys, this is the third match in the 3 in a row, right? To get to the next checkpoint, and then you have to play the final 4 matches. But guys, this was an immaculate performance on my end, right? I went 4-0 by the 58th minute, and it was just like I shut down my opponents, like with Diego Carlos, Rudiger, Varane, right? With those 3 center backs, right? The combination of those 3 center backs at whatever point in the game, right? And made sure that I just like gave my opponent like the toughest time possible. This is the 3rd match of the 3, right? Of the 3 in a row to get to the final checkpoint before going back to Elite, right? So now you have to play the final 4 matches, right? 3 to 4 matches, and it's Elite, right? And that's it. That's we're done with FIFA. We're back to where we started, right? We finished up in Elite, and there you see, like I'm still going strong, but I switched over to possession. The 2 goals that my opponent ends up scoring is because it was just like possession play, right? I thought he was gonna like rage quit, and then I just like kept passing the ball back and forth, right? And he still had fight in him, right? He kept the dog in him alive, right? And he came back with Mbappe, right? He blasted 2 goals, right? But it was basically because I didn't take my foot off the gas. I just switched over to possession play to run out the clock, right? Just to play a little bit more strategically, because it was taking me dumb long to get to that point. But Carlos Alberto, Prime Icon Moments Carlos Alberto, and Moments Diego Carlos helped solidify these wins, right? And the Antonio Rudiger, right? So it took a lot of guesswork to get to this point, right? And it's going to be smooth sailing, but I have not played at that tempo in like quite some time, right? It's like pro level tempo, right? The only, like everyone I was coming across tonight, right? By the time I hit the 3rd match, it was just like pro level players, right? And then it's like coin toss statistics, right? So that's how it ended up, right? And we finish out the match like so, right? But our luck in the 85 pluses by 10s, repeatables, right? Like by 85 plus by 10 by 10, right?
He's in here.
Our luck was just dead, right? And it's been dead for quite some time. I've been trying to pack the Gino out for you guys, but whatever. Anyway, we're coming to the end of this video. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Guys, I hope you liked what you saw because I had fun. And this is a tried and true squad now, right? Every player has been tried and true. And this is the way the combination of players are going to look until we get a different right back, right? Maybe Valverde at some point, but for right now, this squad does the business. Cheers.